So Hulk, I'm here today in Minecraft. Uh, I want to show you my survival base. I want to show you a little bit about what I've been doing. And show you a game that's different than what I normally broadcast on my channel. Uh, if you're familiar with my channel, if you're one of my 73 subscribers, that's right, 73. Heading up to 100. I can't wait to get there. Uh, I really, really hope I get there soon. I'm excited. 73 is a good number. It's like when I said, a while back when I was at 19 subscribers, I was like, man, I'd love to get to 20. Well, I'm dreaming big now. I'd love to get to 100. But here we are today in Minecraft, and I've been working hard on this base. It's taken a few hours. Let's just put it that way, like quite a few hours. And I thought it would be interesting. I want to start showing some new games and different games that I play on my channel other than the basic few, which would be Long Dark, Fallout 4, Call of the Wild, and the other game I play. But I've been working hard, and so in the meantime, I play other games. Honestly, like say for instance, like Fallout 4. I make those videos when I make those videos. I'd like to play Fallout 4 in the meantime, right, on the side. But unfortunately, I'd rather play in survival mode. That means turn off all the mods and start over. No, thank you. Um, Skyrim, that's the other game. Skyrim has had a lot of problems with mods lately. I'm working on it. But, a lot of the majority of my gaming time really was that Redstone? What? Isn't really spent playing the games that I broadcast. And a lot of the games that I broadcast now uh, are games that I play only when I broadcast. I mean, it's cool to have a couple of side runs going on in the Long Dark, but it takes a long time. Yeah, I need something else to do. So today I want to show you just a few of the other things that I've been doing. And we're going to start with Minecraft and show you my survivor world. So I started playing Minecraft in yes, and it had been out for a couple of years. And I played in creative mode and survival mode with my daughter. She was about 8 or 9 then, and we played together on my PlayStation 3. Eventually, I got some cash together back then and gave her a PlayStation 3, and then we played on a server, etc. And we played survival, but we played a lot of creative. And then eventually, you know, uh, people grow up, things change, and we move on. Other games, etc. This game has never really left my queue. There's some worlds that disappeared. I wish were still there, but for the most part, it's a lovely game. It's probably the best game. Uh, you know, if you have a top three, it should probably be in it if you've ever played it. If you've ever crafted something, punched a tree, used a workstation, I'm not saying they invented it. I'm just saying they kind of put it in perspective. All right, so we're here today on my survival map, and we'll go over to the map here. Yoink. I guess we need to get out of this mode. And I started in the top left corner as you do. And what I normally do is try to... Now I'm about mid-map on this little island over here. I don't know if you can see me spinning around. But I started in the top left corner, and then I looked around a little bit. I always give myself a starting chest and a map. I don't see why you wouldn't. And a little bit off in the top left corner to, well, the left, I found a river and a good starting spot, right? Just within the first few minutes. Dug a hole in a hill, broke some things, made some seeds, etc., and then got going. Now you're wondering where all the mobs are. For the video, I've turned it on peaceful mode, and I've also turned the weather off because it rains here. It rains. It just rains. I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. It just rains like 24/7. Stop looking at my base. You're not supposed to see this stuff. Anyway, top left corner, little bit off the map. I made my first base in the side of a hill, like you do. I survived. Got myself to the point where I had a little bit of gear and went exploring. So I came first. I went to the right, and you'll see this vast ocean. Right, we're looking at the map here. Here comes the sun, dee 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 dee. Here come near near. So I went out into this stupid ocean, made a boat, and was just floating around and looking at nothing forever. Found that island on the top right part of the map and was like, okay. Wandered around the ocean for a while, finally came back to the top left corner of the map and then started working down. Eventually got to the snow biome that you see at the bottom left of this map that is massively, well, taking up everything basically. And wandered around until, and I'll point my little, if you know where I'm circling here, I'm going to point at it right now. If you look straight from there, you'll see a brown blob on my map. Several brown blobs in that snow, right across from the water that separates this little island here. And that was the first village that I found. It's a nice village. It was a big village, but I hate snow biomes. I cut down all the trees. I planted a bunch of torches and a little bit of wheat. And I continued on until I found this spot right here where you see all these little brown blobs and things going on. Which was a plains, and again, I don't know all the proper names. Was a plains biome, and it had 3 oak trees and 2 birch trees. At the time, all I had found was spruce nearby because of the snow biome. The snow biome over that way, which is pretty much most of my map. If it's not water. Yeah. Oh, nothing. Anyway, so I went and got those 3 oak trees, chopped those guys down, and the birch, got saplings from them. And there's a village, basically, I found a village here. So I found 2 villages within close proximity. So I'm standing in the village right here at 729, 74, 611. If anybody's ever interested, I will put the seed in the comments. It's not a bad map. It's not a bad starter map, I gotta say. But normally what I do is, with my daughter, like I said, we played in creative mode. What we did was we sort of built villages, towns, cities, areas, and then sort of played them in survival mode. Or we played in survival mode and we either played in peaceful or easy. I played normal plenty on my own, but I've never really played hard. So that's kind of new to me. Oh, it's thirsty. And no lie, I died a lot. It's a good thing that the first base is near spawn because I didn't have a bed for a while and I died a lot. The drowned are a consistent and constant problem in hard mode. It was tough. But, so I come out of the snow into a big giant empty plains area that only has 3 oak trees and 3 birch. And now I'm going to show you what I've done with those spaces. All right. So here's my basic village over here. You can see some cherry trees in the distance. I also found a giant mountain covered in cherry trees, but that happened later. So welcome to the super base. Basically the ultimate experience farm. And there was an oak tree there, an oak tree there, and an oak tree back in the distance where you see those cherry trees. And there were 2 birch trees on the shoreline. You see those cherry tree hill over there? It was kind of down in between there. That was it. Everything else was empty. And no flowers, really, just a few flowers. But mostly this. Scrub grass and the tall grass, right? And a ton of horses, which is great. And of course this rather large village. Now this rather large village is what drew me here. The plains drew me here. I wanted to get out of the snow. I'm just not a snow biome kind of guy. And I needed something else. So with those few seeds from the oak trees and the birch, we began to grow things. Now back there you'll see a bunch of jungle trees. Now you wouldn't even know it except for the big one. You know, from this distance, you just think it was a bunch of other, like, oak trees. So they're kind of fillers. That's just a tree farm. Thanks to the jungle trees, I have plenty of charcoal for torches, and everything's torched. Wait till you see this place at night. It is a glowing sea. Fallout 4 reference. Anyway, I found some cherry trees, and I decided to integrate them into my build. Eventually, they're going to kind of run a line, and that hill right there is going to be full of cherry trees, and that hill over there you can see is starting to be filled with cherry trees, and they're just going to have a little space in here. Eventually the jungle trees are going to go somewhere else, but they're going to kind of wrap around this area. But anytime I can find a good village, I try to take it over immediately, and then start looking for trades so I can maybe start getting my stuff that I don't need to go work for. So if I have an armorer, I can get a diamond. Like I have an armorer here that'll give me a diamond chest plate and diamond leggings. I have a weaponsmith that'll give me a diamond sword and a diamond hatchet. I think it's this. No, is this the cleric? You know, we've got a cleric for glowstone and ender pearls, experience bottles. This is my enchanting setup. I didn't put a roof on it because I just didn't really have the materials at the time. And if you're wondering what texture pack this is the city texture pack. It's my favorite. I tend to build towards the modern looks as opposed to like traditional Minecraftian type things. And we have my toolsmith here. I can get a unbreaking shovel or the efficiency 2 pickaxe. Basically just trying to get as many tools and armor and weapons. I got a diamond guy for weapons. Will give me a diamond axe. It's got Bane of Arthropods, which is kind of garbage, but it also has, is this you? Come here. Yeah, iron sword with sharpness 2 or 3. The axe has Bane of Arthropods, unbreaking, and efficiency 2. And, you know, smite. But it's a diamond sword that I can disenchant and put whatever I want on. But yeah, all the trees and everything are added in. I got a couple farmers. I've set myself a lot of little goals that are either new for me because it's new to the Minecraft edition that I'm playing with. So I decided to age copper. I've got some wax copper. I'm trying some different things. But out here, you can see we're building a small forest of both renewable trees and wood sources for torches. Which, if you're noticing a trend, there's a lot of torches. But this is all just a big XP farm, essentially. XP and loot. But everything that you see here is really just for trades with either villagers that are in this village or the village that's over there. I got some really great horses. This horse right here. We'll hop on him real quick. He's got... Oh, no. It's not... Is it you? Nope. Not you. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I'm... Okay. Yeah, I could really use a piece of carpet here. Excuse me! As soon as I figure out where I put the gate. Thank you. Okay. Alright. This way. This place is getting so big, I don't even know. I don't even know. These guys. I think it's this one. Yeah. This guy is fast. Like, really fast. And has 2 extra hearts. This horse is pretty fast. And one of these horses is insanely fast. I think it's the brown one, just the regular saddle. I think it's this guy. It's crazy. So if I can get hearts with speed here, I got a pretty darn good horse. We've got the cat and wolf patrol going. I know it's all over the place, guys, but you know, look at this base. It's all over the place. We have a pupper wolf breeding area set up in the back here by those other horses. So I can run around with my dog army. We've lost some puppers along the way. I basically I'm at a point where I need to rebuild my dog army. Things have happened. Alright, but we got a pig farm, cow farm, wheat, potatoes, and beets. We got a full-on melon farm. It's going to get nighttime here, which I'm hoping for. I have 2 farmers. They both trade wheat. I have 56 melons planted. I need to bust up a few melons that come out extra. Oh, I lost the melon plant here. But I have just enough melon trades to get to 60 to do 5 trades with each farmer. Yeah, this game is super easy. Aging copper was one of my goals. I wanted to get to nighttime so you could see just how lit. I wonder what he has. I need cocoa beans. And so far, I have not gotten any trades with cocoa beans. What's this? Orange? Ooh. Alright. Nothing I really want. Thanks, bud. Yeah, there weren't any campfires here when I got here. But if you're wondering, can I wander around at night? For the most part, yes. Right? I sleep through a lot of nights. but I can pretty much access most of everything that I need. Now, when I do want to fight and get those important bones, gunpowder, rotten flesh, and experience, we come to one of my big mines here. You'll see we've got 3 full and active hives. Each one has 3 bees. Or no. Yeah, 3. I'm working on a 4th. All right. Here is the 2 main caves that I use nearby. There's a massive mine. Is that a pink sheep? Oh, I'll put my leads away. I mean, I have pink dye, but I mean, just that's a pink sheep. That's a pink sheep just out in the wild. I know I have shears. I'll never go anywhere without shears. Nice. Thanks, bud. Okay. But I can make pink dye. It's not a problem. So, oh, mob fighting. So mob fighting is over this way. The lights are here because I'm going to build a house here. But generally speaking, it's kind of in this area over here by these. There's a quarry over here and up in this spot. And then the other spot where I really do a lot of mob fighting. So none of this was here. None of these flowers, none of these trees, none of this. I planted the flowers, then I planted the trees. I got 3 beehives, or 2 beehives nest. I don't really know the difference. And I made 1, and I'm going to fill this up. I want like 6 or 7. And then the other mob fighting area starts over here. I get a lot in this region. So a lot of it happens just right through here. Occasionally I swim across the shore there and fight those guys. Now you see that little light path over there? That leads to the other winter village. And then right off in the distance you can see some light there. That's the second sort of entrance to that village. It's a big village. But this is where most of the creepers and zombies and baby zombies die. You just don't want to grow, do you? Alright, so I take over a village whenever I can and start working on trades and building an experience farm, which again, this is generally what all this is. I mean, I can make, you know, books and build an enchanting setup with the sugarcane, but I can also trade paper with 2 people that are in this village, so it's good to have sugarcane. I can make bread, or, you know, I can also trade with 2 farmers here that get wheat. You need about 3 stacks of wheat to trade, maybe even almost 4 to make 5 trades with each, because I think it's around 20 wheat. Potatoes, when I cook potatoes I get experience. I can also feed my piggies with them. Ouch. Same thing with the beetroot. We'll talk about kelp here in a second. But yeah, I feel pretty proud of this place because this was an oak tree over there, an oak tree here, and an oak tree back there in the distance. Nothing else. None of these trees, none of this stuff was here. This was just a big open plain. There's been a little terraforming, but for the most part, that the village is basically the same. We got the enchanting setup over here. Like I said, I like the city build. Tend to go for more modern things. Normally I put roofs on things, but I just didn't have the materials at the time. Full enchanting up to level 30. And then you'll see a lot of bows and fishing poles. I'll show you my fishing setup here in just a minute. But this is where we build bows like this. Unbreaking 3, Flame 1, Infinity 1, Power 5, and Punch 2. The next build is going to be similar to this, except instead of Infinity, it's going to have Mending. And I have the bows to do it here. I just need the levels. What's this doing here? Sitting on 29 diamonds. All right. I wanted to see just how friggin' amazingly adorable and awesome my character looks. I am an adventurer. Generally, how I play Minecraft is really not. I just go. Here's how it does. I start. I build the little hovel. I live. I get stone. Blah blah blah. Iron. Blah blah blah. Da da da. And then I wander the map until I find a village. When I find a village, I look for anybody that has useful trades. If anybody's alive or has useful trades, I'll stay there until I can get the trades up to, like, can I get a diamond sword? Can I get a diamond whatever? While I'm digging. You know what I'm saying? So mostly adventurer. So this is pretty fun for me to really go full tilt and do the base life. So and over here are all the enchanted books. Pieces that had a few levels, let's face it. This is for the sword. This is for the crossbow. I don't know, a trident if I get one. All kinds of stuff in here. A lot of feather falling 4. Enchantment. This stupid setup gets me tons of leads. You're a different trader, aren't you? Here's my stone cutter. This guy and me, we've had lots of stuff, good stuff going on. Here's his chest. I'm working on getting myself on kelp and lava. So here's my infinite lava setup. And I'll show you the infinite kelp setup times 2 here. This is my clay maker with dripstone. Not only do I have an infinite amount of clay that I don't have to go search for, I don't have to go to swamps, I don't have to dig up every little clay deposit along the shoreline here. I just put some mud down. It's 12 blocks. There's 12 bottles of water in here, plus plenty of mud. Or dirt to make mud. Put the dirt down, turn it into mud. Wait just a few minutes, really. And you'll have clay until your heart's desire. So infinite clay, infinite lava, fire resource. And over here is the original kelp farm. You can see I've tried to protect my shoreline from the drowned with all the glowstone I've gathered from the nether and purchased, and with torches and sea pickles. It doesn't really work. It's helpful. I feel like I get less, but anyway. So the original kelp farm, I just farmed it during the day. It's still here because, we have another portal, but, I'm currently not doing nether things, so we don't want nether monsters coming out. So it looks like this. But yeah, we've got an armorer here. Come here. Who has the pants that I'm currently wearing. And a chest plate with fire protection. Not great, but I can scrub that and put something else on it. It's just a way to use 35 emeralds that I can get from giving people pumpkins, clay, iron, coal, whatever. And turning that into real diamond without having to go mine diamonds. Beat it. All right. Let's talk about a couple other farms. So this is my kelp farm. I went on this thing called the YouTubes. I don't know if you guys heard of it. I know you're watching me on it right now, but if you're not, which I don't even know how that would work, you can learn about how to build these things from the YouTubes. And the reason I'm not naming the specific YouTuber I learned this from is for two reasons. One, I don't remember, most importantly, and two, I mean, I don't know who invented this. They didn't. I wanted one that was a single line instead of a double line. Anyway, so basically, the pistons are set at we got 3 levels here. 1, 2, 3. The pistons are set at the second level. As soon as the kelp grows up to the 3rd level, blam! The observer tells this piston at the 2nd level to knock it off, blam, and we're going to get 2 kelp from this plant, leaving the bottom piece to grow again. The thing is that all these things have different, timers on them. So while this kelp plant might grow to completion in 3 minutes, this one might grow to completion in 45 seconds. Boom, it just did it. There it goes into the hopper and down into the chest. And then you can see, I without doing anything, just by being around, we're headed towards 3 stacks. And this machine is the one I built earlier today. So it's producing major results already. Let's see. So we got infinite lava. Right? Infinite clay. Infinite kelp. So 2 fuel sources. I don't have to go strip every gosh darn tree in the world. I don't have to mine coal unless I want it for trades. These 2, getting rid of the fuel problem, my favorite thing in the game. Pizza. How does it work? Well, all I want you to know is I want you to see that redstone right there. That's right. That's right. I'm a redstoner. I redstone people. Look at this face. Look at this face. Redstone. So, like Mumbo Jumbo, like Ether's Lab, I'm the god of redstone. Just kidding. But I did make a redstone thing. So, feeling pretty good about that. 8 observers, 8 dispensers, 8 redstone, 16 kelp, some slabs, some glass, 2 chests. A hopper and a hopper with a minecart with a hopper in it. It's basically it. Anyway, all right. And then, ladies and fiends, boys and squirrels, super whores. Oh, here's my doggos. There's my breeding doggos. I know. Our army got killed. Blue, green. We're gonna breed the yellow squad. It's gonna be great. All right. So, right here, you see this little salmon. We got the Uber XP and item form, right? Which YouTuber shot me this? Well, I'll tell you the YouTuber that shot me this. I don't remember. But again, there's like 30 variations of the farm. I don't really know who came up with it first. But we're going to sneak down here. And down below, we've got a chest, a hopper with a minecart that we broke a rail from, so it fell into this hopper. There's a sign behind this hopper and some lava. We climb up to the fishing level. We got a chest that's waterlogged with a banner on it, and somehow this just works. Now we have a slab here so we don't accidentally fall in the lava, and then we can duck down, and because you can't fall off a block when you're ducked, we can duck down, and I'd recommend ducking down because we want to get close. And all we're going to do is use this lame fishing pole, this Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 3, Mending 1 fishing pole, which means if I don't have anything else with mending on it, it fixes itself every cast. Do we need to catch fish? No, we just need to pull the button, and somehow this beautiful magic not even redstone, it catches itself. Here we go. Just press the button. It won't be long. There we go. What? Oh, we'll do another. Let's get up to level 33. There we go. Sure. I feel like one more cast. Remember, I don't have to catch the fish. I just... Oh, there she is. Let's get a little more because we always want to top off the top. Peek out the peak. This will be the long cast. It's going to take so long. It's going to take forever. Oh, there she is. Alright, now, whatever weird objects... Oh, I got to stand up. Fish or books or whatever. Blink. Are in here. So I got a bow with flame 1, 3 raw salmon, a cod, and a nautilus shell, and I think a pair of leather boots. This will also give me the fishing rods. You'll never have to worry about a saddle or name tag again. I need these guys right here, actually. This is just some trash I threw in there. And if you want some lily pads for your pond, random building things, best XP grinder in my opinion. And while you're in there fishing, guess what? Kelp's growing. Yeah. Crops are growing. So. We'll put the Uber Scoober Freepin fishing pole back. We'll shut this door because I don't know why they won't. But this is where my blast furnace is. I'm going to get this full of kelp here soon. Kelp is the way. I feel like kelp, I mean, the lava's free, the kelp is free, it grows itself. And now I have a redstone machine. That's right, pizza. A redstone to take care of business. Now you're wondering where Pizza sleeps. Where is my base? Where is this cool house that you build in Minecraft? I mean, let's forget I created an entire landscape where there was none. But I'll show you my house. We'll go sleep in the bed and we'll make it daytime. We have to kick this fellow. Sir. Sir. You shouldn't sleep with your eyes open. Right. I'm not joking. That's my spawn bed. You know, I'm working on it. I just heard the automatic redstone kelp collector go off. Anyway, all the cherry trees were added in, all the trees, everything you see here has been added in, and like I said, I just gathered every flower that I could see to get beehives. This one has lever on it and a dispenser. This will give me honey. If there's honey in the hive, there it is. Let's hold on. Let's fix this. Switch here. And then I have 2 more hives that are already smoked. Everybody has a smoker underneath. Even that one, so I can wax it, and then I can get the beeswax with my shears whenever I want. I can make the bees pop out. This baby bee just won't grow up. I don't think I spent enough time in the area. Same thing with this one. I could put a lever here, get honey, and then I want to get 3 more hives on my cherry trees and plant about 4 or 5 more cherry trees to make this cherry tree help. This horse is so fast. Meow. Meow. Alright, so loot and XP grinder. Automated redstone fuel grinder. Loot, emerald, and XP grinder. Food as well. Everything here is an XP grinder. Full enchanting setup, built in city style like I like to build. You got all the traders. Automatic clay maker. Auto lava maker. So secondary auto infinite fuel source. Huh. Man. And yes, I'm working on my copper skills. Looking pretty good. We'll peek in some chests. Every Minecrafter loves to look in everybody else's chests. I'll show you my chest. I'm so embarrassed. Feel free to pause the video and have a look. I couldn't possibly hit every chest. But you're getting the idea in the main base. Probably doesn't look that different than most other people's. Alright, let's go to the gear. Let's get dressed again. I didn't go full diamond for no reason. The doctor's in. So let's go over the gear. that I'm rocking right now. I went full diamond not too long ago, so you can see the damage isn't too bad, but I don't have too many great enchantments. So we have protection 3 on the helmet, protection 4 on the chest plate, projectile protection 4 and unbreaking 3 on the leggings, and that's a trade. Feather falling 3, fire protection 2, and unbreaking 2 on the boots. Not bad at all, I'd say. The bow is unbreaking 3, flame 1, infinity 1, power 5, and punch 2. It's been recently repaired. I got power 5, and that helped repair my bow because I had power 4. We got the diamond sword with sharpness 4 and knockback. I've been using mostly iron swords until I get this a little. I've got a unbreaking enchantment I want to put on it. I can get unbreaking 1 on any shovel from a trade, so 2 trades gets me unbreaking 2. Here's the goat, baby. One of the goats. Unbreaking 3, fortune 2, we're working on that. Efficiency 4, I'm working on that. Mending 1. This is the forever pick. So if I treat this guy right, then I'll never need to replace this pick. We got the diamond axe that I can get from a purchase. Arthropods, mainly unbreaking 1. Efficiency 2, I can build those up. And the hoe, unbreaking 3, fortune 3, and efficiency 4. I just got this recently. This is my new crop, and I want to get silk touch. I think I can get on it, right? Or no. No, you can't. It's silk touch or fortune. So we'll stick with fortune because it'll give me tons of saplings and everything. So yeah. Diamond gear is looking good. I've got 29 more. I want to make another pick, another axe, and a pair of pants. And see what I can roll. And I've got my 30 levels, so life is good. This guy, right here, doesn't do anything. He's a loser, right? But I got one of these guys in another village, and he's going to be a huge part of my future playthrough because this guy's going to help me make an iron golem farm, which is going to be an iron farm. So you can see I try to get a bunch of traders, get them to max level, and see what I can get. Sun's going down-ish. Alright, let's run around a little bit. So again, all this has been added. None of this stuff was here. And what I want to do with the cherry trees, the sakura trees, is go and I'm filling in this forest, this oak and birch forest, with some spots with cherry trees. And I'm going to link them. And I'm going to take the leaves from a cherry tree forest I'm growing, literally just for firewood and leaves, and string these through there so there'll be sort of this main bed of leaves and then the petals around kind of working through this forest. So, ooh, look at you. Oh my gosh. Absolute beauty. But I want to link, and again, this is going to be a giant cherry tree hill up here eventually. I'm going to need to bone meal some of the trees. Like this one, the sapling right here just won't grow. But there is my cherry tree, just the forest chopped down. But I want to show you the original hill. Ooh, where this all comes from. Oh, good, the trees replanted. So I pretty much decimated this hill in the background, that big giant hill. But that's where all the cherry trees come from, all the flowers and the leaves that I have in the current build. But they were all up here on this hill. There's a dripstone cave underneath, and that's where all my dripstone goodies and a lot of my iron and coal came from. All So that's the main plan for the integration. Now, I stripped that area. There was a couple trees there, but this whole reef, shore, whatever you want to call it, was filled. It was stacked with trees. It was so thick with trees. And I just want to show you how I strip mined this shore along the way here. And so imagine this shoreline being not filled all the way through there and then this entire area. Also being filled with trees. A few spruce, it's with a few spruce trees were absolutely harmed in the filming of this video. I don't know what to tell you. Do you know how many torches it takes? I mean, look at this. Colonization, y'all. It happened in this forest. During the daytime, too. This isn't even really lit up as well as it needs to be. The big lights are down that way. Originally worked my way to that village through this way. My house is back here with a bunch of replanted trees, but this was just a forest that got, you know, got in the way, I guess. But I mean, like I said, when you look over here and you think about and you look at all those torches. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, a lot of spruce trees, like a lot, were harmed in the making of this video. Alright, over to the other base. So now, this base is actually the base I found first. You can tell it's older because not only did I chop down trees, I replanted. But technically this is I hate this base. Technically this is the newer base. However, I did something here because I felt so bad. I built an actual house. Yes. I tried to match it into the style of everything that's around with the spruce and the stripped spruce. I threw in a few stone brick. It needs some tweaks, and obviously there's really not much inside. I want to build a loft for my bed and some storage, but I just feel better having like something built, you know? Hey, Morbid, what's shaking, bacon? Well, so far, exactly. Look, listen. I don't know if you've heard, but hard mode on Minecraft is really hard. It's so hard. Like, I had to make the video in peaceful mode. You can see there's a lot of moose here. They're doing... Did that one get out? Crit hit. Ready? Bang! 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 There's it. Crit hit. Yeah, it's getting a little crowded. I don't really think the guy was in the fence line. He probably wouldn't have gotten out, but, you know. A hot minute. No joke. Listen. So, I've been watching a lot of Hermitcraft. They've got like a card game going, they've got a dungeon game going, and then they've got their other stuff going, and it's just been so much fun. And I realized like what they're doing on survival mode is just so different than what I've generally done. I had to get into it. I had to try it. So I've had a lot of fun. Like all this was done on hard survival mode, which is not. It's it's no peaceful mode, that's for sure. It's definitely not even normal mode. But I feel good. You feel like I said. This is one of the best and toughest games I think that's ever been out there. Period. So, without a doubt. Ah, yes, the berries. So the berries were important in my first base, integral to getting bone meal, because that's generally what I do with them. But over here, I've got a butcher. So again, this was the first base I found. I chopped down all the trees. Believe me, like I said, I chopped down all the trees and replanted. So I definitely wrecked this place to get all these torches and be able to run around at night. Now again, this is on peaceful mode so I can make this video, and again the weather's turned off. It constantly rains and snows here. One of the best ways to defeat the snow is to put these paths on here with your shovel. And I've broken a lot of snow piles. But the other thing that I discovered is once you shovel these, right, and make it a path, snow doesn't collect on this. So a great way to... Here's the babies! Yes, they are. Look at this striped cat. I was so stoked. So stoked. To get the old striped kitty. So I can make these. These guys are kind of unilateral. I got a white kitty. Where's my white kitty? There it is. Come here. Come here. But if you don't have the kittens, you got creepers. If you don't have the puppers, you're not really taking care of business. Green collars over here. We'll get a blue collar. We'll have the blue collar dog. I just thought of that. That's great. D&D, good for you. Am I excited for the holidays? Yes and no. Yes, because it's the holidays. No, because it's the last holidays I will be doing in this particular house before we move on to other pastures. I don't know if they're greener. They're just other. Awesome. Got the text out and we're good to go. So even though this was the first village I encountered, and it had a great all the what's it called? Everything that I needed to make another portal was basically here. So I stole it and built my portal on the other side. But here's a pizza creation. It looks like a prison because it kind of is. But it's really just for me to add villagers to the build. I added this fisherman here. So again, I can get more trades, more emeralds, and more experience. So experience farm number 2, along with loot, because remember, this guy's going to give me the fishing pole that has Unbreaking 1. So 2 of those make Unbreaking 2, right? 2 more of those, make another fishing pole that has unbreaking 2. I take 2 of those unbreaking 2 fishing poles. I now have an unbreaking 3 fishing pole. So 1, 2, we'll get these tropical fish out of the way. I got also all the cod and salmon trades for emeralds. And at my fishing XP farm, that's not going to be a problem. It's going to fill that crate up really fast. And I'm going to build a fishing XP farm here as well as a kelp farm. So we get not only an infinite fuel source, which I've already built similarly to what I did in my other village. Listen, if you always have a lava bucket, you always got fuel, right? But kelp is also pretty darn good. I think it's 20 resources per kelp block. It's great. And we're going to get some polar bears too. So my next big and the cat army is going to spread. So eventually, when I get enough cats, we'll move them to varying parts of the village. And they'll be able to help protect me from the creepers. And the dog army, I will eventually get centraled. And I can just pick them up and go fight and do what I need to whenever I want. Sun's going down. Let's look at the crops real quick. The only thing I really have right here now is hay and potatoes, the good old patates. So I can feed my cows and pigs, which I can trade with my butcher, the meat, and the leather. I can trade to the 2 leather makers here. I can trade all the berries, which Morbid mentioned earlier, to my butcher. And so the butcher, I can get 5 trades on pork chops, 5 trades on steaks, 5 trades on berries. So 15 guaranteed emeralds every cycle from one trader. I mean, am I doing it right or what? I kind of feel like I'm doing okay. You know it! Listen. Ow, ow, ow. That's the problem with this farm. And that's why it's 2. Always do 2 spaces. And listen, always do your last row if you can. Like, I would love to build up another. You know, I might do it while I'm here. So, like, having a dirt wall here by your berries is... Listen, protect your berries is all I'm saying. No. What's great is that if you get in here and you push yourself ouch, against this wall, you actually can't get hit by the berries. So if you can get a starting point, let's say here and here, if I push myself against this wall, I can go down this entire line as quickly as I want. Okay, that's I can go down this entire wall as quickly as I want and not have any berries. So it's definitely useful, but and we'll just show how amazing this and easy a berry farm is. As long as you don't step in the stupid bushes. Right, so basically you get most of these goofing around. Is there a gap? Is there a gap? How do I do this? Yeah, I'll take it. Put candle in hand. Oh, Jesus. Minecrafting. Let's make a video. Look, there's a lot of videos I will talk out all kinds of goodness about. I am not very good at this game. Well, I am mediocre at this game. I have a basic understanding. Listen, I have a basic understanding of this game. Look at these eyes. These eyes. I'm going to figure it out. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Have I ever played D&D? Yes. Have you ever seen Stranger Things? Because if you've seen Stranger Things, ooh, Barry, then you know when I play D&D. I'm old. Uh, I will tell you, here's a good D&D story, right? And this literally, wait, hold on. I need to do a quick text. All right. Little Pizza Hulk, right? 1980 something. I'm 11 years old. You want to see Pizza Hulk at 11? Here he is. So little 11-year-old Pizza Hulk. All he's doing is trying to play D&D with his friends. He's worked hard. He's rolled his dice. He's made his character sheets. He's even made some character sheets for his friends to try to help him in this adventure. Pizza is the dungeon master. He leads his friends into a room. They go through a door. That's right. Before them are 6 doors. They must choose a door to escape. Only one door leads to salvation. All other doors lead to death. My friends sent eagles. They cast spells. They did whatever they could. And they all died. I killed them all. I wrecked all of them. I literally killed them all. Their whole entire party. And do you know why? Do you know why? They didn't turn around because the door they came in was the 7th door. It was the only door to... But they kept going through the door. So, I'm not allowed to play D&D very much, but I do enjoy it. Look at all these villagers. Alright, so next up here, let's go to the chest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the chest. Let's go to the replay. I mean, we got armorers here. We've already got this guy to the shoes. The shoes are kind of crap because it's projectile protection, but I'm curious to see if I can get protection maybe, or unbreaking on the chest plate. If we pop in here, no. There's a chest full of cobbled deep slate. We're going to turn that into a new home. I know people like to look in people's chests. There you go. There's a couple for you guys. Here's the town meeting hall. I don't have a campfire set up, but I still get traders here, so that's all good. I need to get a bunny pin set up, but they're so fast. And no carrots. Although I guess I can trade golden carrots. Maybe I'll get some golden carrots. I wonder if that'll work. But right here in this area is where I'm going to build my next apartment complex, as well as here. So I'm going to fill this. Basically what I'm going to do is get a bunch of housing and beds, and then give these din. I'm going to din. There goes the old stutter. I'm going to din these guys full of villagers and kind of cater them. Like I said, there wasn't a fishing villager here, but now there is because I put a barrel down. There wasn't any smiths here, but I put a grindstone and a smithing station down. Now I have two. So it's not quite the same as like villager breeding and whacking them till you get what you want, or villager breeding and using the zombification method, but it works. You can see all the torching. And again, everything, this place was covered in trees. I've used a lot of axes. Excuse me. But thanks for my trip to the Nether and trades. I've got plenty of glowstone. And we've always got more torches. So growing crops in the frozen wasteland is not a problem. Hey, Morbid, how'd the Russian salad turn out? Did you make it yet, or is that still like a Christmas thing? And then we replanted a forest in here already. Like all these trees in this section, from here to about here, all this has been replanted. So it's ready to go. We got these stinking sharp berries. So eventually, like if I didn't have a trader with berries, I'd replace berries with beetroot for my bone meal. There's a couple caves around. We'll go this way. So anyway, I do build things. I've got a creative mode. I could probably do a video on at some point where there's some really cool housing. But I do understand like three-dimensional. I do understand layering. I do understand color schemes and highlighting. I do know how to like spatially plan things. Like I said, I want a loft here with my bed. My loft and bed are going to be up there by that window. You know, I just feel like this is a building game and all I've talked about is survival. And I know I play, it's been pointed out that I play a few survival games. Whatever. Shut up. I need these berries here. And these beetroots. But yeah. I worked hard to get these diamond objects. I worked hard and planned well to get the enchantments that I do have on them. I do have a main pickaxe that's almost dead that has Silk Touch, Efficiency 5, and Unbreaking 3. That plus my Uber fishing poles. So over here, so basically what I do is I kind of go back and forth, right? I come over here for a while, I breed cows, I breed pigs, I do things, I do trades, I get stuff for these guys, get emeralds and experience, right? I'm going to build a fishing experience farm like I built over in the other villager, or village, and I'm going to put a kelp farm like I built over there, over here. So fishing farm, kelp farm. I sit in the fishing farm for an hour, get however many levels I get, and I get however many kelp I get, which is going to be a ton. Plus the infinite lava buckets. I can plant a forest that is for charcoal and torches until I don't need that anymore, and then I could just plant a pretty forest. Come here, bunnies. Oh, it lagged. Come here. Get you. Dang it! I need carrots. I need carrots. The bunnies, bane of my existence. I swear to God. Oh, good. Listen, do you... I want to point out, before I made this video, the Skippy Minecraft video on my channel was 73 subscribers. I, like, went through and was like, okay, what do I need? Where do I need this? I totally forgot to dump my inventory, and like I started the video, like I started a video before this video, and was like, oh my gosh, I have all. You know what? I'll show you. I'll show you everything. Hold on. Pizza will put it out there. I'm gonna show you the chest that I threw literally morbid all my trash in before I started this video. Because, well, like, anyway. But I set myself some goals beyond farming and growing and making a cool place. Doing things I haven't done before, like aging copper, which, look at all this. It's time to do a second round. It's, gosh dang gorgeous. I'm thinking, so this is what aged copper looks like. I'm thinking I want to build a building out of aged and waxed copper. Which are these? Those right there. So imagine that. Next to that. Look at that. I really think that's going to look cool. Like a really industrial. I have in mind a couple of builds. There's a mob farm. An experienced mob farm and a loot mob farm. I built them in creative mode. I finally figured out how to make it work with the hoppers. But I really like this color combination. New recipe unlocked, you guys. Believe me, this is my... I mean, I'm getting away with a lot of stuff because it's in peaceful mode, but... Look at that! That looks so good! The contrast with all the different things I can make, yeah. But I'm glad the salad went well. So, the plan is to keep redstoning. There's a lot of redstone stuff I've just never done. I mean, before this, I mean, I feel really proud of this, and this is probably like literally the simplest. I mean, besides like a straight up one piece of sugarcane farm, the simplest redstone build you can make. But I'm happy with it. I feel pretty proud. My enchanting setup looks dope. Oh, my nether setup is good. Again, I'm in peaceful mode. Oh, and you'll see right along the coastline, I'm trying to eliminate some of my drowned problems. Because I still want to swim out here and use my original kelp farm, which was super dangerous. I could only use it in the daytime after killing drowned. The lights are kind of working. I just don't know how many I need or if it's really going to matter. But thanks to the nether and where I landed in the nether, I have just so much glowstone and mushroom glowstone that it's crazy. So I should be able to get my coastline fairly well set up. If it works, it's good. No doubt. Hey, listen, there's two good meals. There's the one where everybody's going, and the other good meal is where nobody's saying anything because everybody's just eating. So a score is a score. I kind of like the way the copper is kind of... I mean, I don't have any railings. I mean, this this base is so shite. I swear to God. I mean, look at this. I literally made this to get it easier up this way with leftover slabs from everything else that I was doing. On the chickening away. Light can turn into chickens. Here's the ultimate chicken setup. They can't really get up here. That's right, smack. Come here. That's right. And you're saying there's not a lot of chickens. There's been a lot of chickens. There's been so many chickens that have broken this game. Oh, I'm on the other. That's how good I am. But if I need chickens, I felt the need to share that. All right. Horse breeding. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all types and ages. This was a barren wasteland. This had 3 oak trees and 2 birch trees. Look at it coming together. Look at it coming together. Now I want to point out that I have just enough pumpkins, including up there for my trades. I don't have enough watermelons. The beetroots are finally going to give me the bone meal that I need. And the potatoes are just, gosh darn great experience. Listen to that. Hold on. I love the tink tink. Alright, let me check the trader. You got cocoa beans? What's this? Bubble coral block. I kind of want to get a couple of these to see what they do. Is that sponge? No, rooted dirt. Anyway. So, the point to this video is that I do a lot of other things other than the Long Dark. I do a lot of other things other than Fallout 4, Skyrim, and Call of the Wild. I'm not half bad at it. And I am always trying to forever expand my knowledge in any game. Whether it's terraforming and creating a beautiful environment, whether it's turning copper into green, whether it's farming animals, food, or building experience, and yes, even redstone machines. Man, it would have been so cool if that would have gone off right then. I mean, look how many are so close. But yeah, they all grow at different rates. Like this one might only ever be this tall. You never really know. And of course, my incredible house. That's right. This is literally this is my spawn point. This is some villager's house. But you saw a decent version of my house. Now I will go to creative mode possibly if anybody shows any interest. If I get a few views on this video, if you guys want to like, comment, say hello, we'll flush it out. But I'll probably be putting out some more Minecraft videos anyway, just because I need something else to do. Look for Cult of the Lamb. Also going to be making some of those videos. And I'm trying a few other types of games. Let's see what I can broadcast. Because I need to do something else. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much as always to Morbid. Thank you for joining me. Always saying hello. I hope you're doing great. I hope your holidays are doing well. Most importantly, I hope your ankle is healed. Are you doing okay? Are you still wobbling? Are you tilty? Are you skewing to the left or right? Or are you on the straight and narrow? I hope the ace bandage or the cast is off for sure. But nothing worse than breaking a ankle. But I just wanted to go into something, and I think that, a lot of my viewers, if I look at the demographics, are a little bit not young. We'll just go with that. And this might be a game that you maybe passed off a long time ago as like a kid's game or something like not that big a deal. Morbid, absolutely. Absolutely. It's time to expand. Like I said, you know, I feel good about certain things that I'm doing, and I'm having fun with others, but I really like to get into my other things. And like I said, I do a lot of building. I do large builds, I do small builds, I build entire cities and continents. But this is the hard survival mode, and we're hard survivaling. But yeah, thanks Morbid. I always appreciate you. Definitely saying hello. Uh, encourage other people to say hello anytime you see anybody else join in. Let's get a conversation going. Let's make a community of people just goofing around playing video games. I love that. Grab these extra potatoes because it makes bone meal. Thanks, buddy. You're the best. Alright. There I am in full diamond. Let's fix that. You want to see pizza as pizza is, and yes, that's a mohawk. You wish you could have one. It's a paper-thin mohawk. I got the combat boots and the adventurer clothes. Generally speaking, pizza is a guy that moves from village to village, mine to mine, cave to cave. But this whole basing thing is kind of neat. I've done a little bit of it before, but the trades are dope, and it's going well. So, there will be more. Morbid, feel free to comment any on my videos. I will see it on YouTube Studio and say hello. And if you want to put some suggestions for Skyrim, Minecraft, anything, other games you want me to try, I'm more than interested. Definitely. Alright, you guys, as always, look at this beautiful, look at it, look at it's come together. I'm really kind of proud of how the cherry trees are starting to fit in, and I really think this leaf pattern is going to work out. And then Cherry Tree Hill right there. Let's grab a screenshot. I think that's where it's going to be. But yeah, as always, you guys, I hope you are having a great day and y'all are doing good. Thank you for watching. If you happen to catch us, even if you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Y'all be good to each other.